That is correct. I can solve a system of linear inequalities by graphing. Sorry, never the concept for today. Very good. System of linear inequalities. So in your prior model, write that in there in the center. Bless you. Yes, I said use the back part because it's blank, right? Okay. And for this lesson, you're going to need two different colors. So if you don't have two different colors, you need at least a pencil and a pen. So like that, you can use the pencil as one color and your pen as a different color. Okay? All right, so what are systems of linear inequality? A set of two or more linear inequalities that have the same variable. Wait a minute. That sounds familiar. So if that's the case for that, I'm going to give you some time to come up with one example of what a system of linear inequality should look like. Be nice. And give me a non-example, please. All right, share with the neighbor your example, please, and your non-example according to the definition. See what you got. Okay, let's see. Who noticed that the definition is almost the exact same as a system of linear equations, right? But now instead of equations, what are they? So you shouldn't have had any problem coming up with an example. So let me show you some examples. Look at this one. System of y is less than or equal to 3x plus 1, bless you, and negative 4x plus 2y greater than 6, that's 1. Let me show you another one. System of negative y less than x minus 5 and y greater than or equal to 2x plus 1. And once again, we also know that systems can be written without the bracket. Is that correct? Okay. Non-examples. There's that one and that one. Let me move this out of the way. Copy those. As you're copying those, start thinking, why is this not a system of linear inequalities, or this one? Don't say it out loud. Keep it to yourself. All right, talk it over with your neighbor. Let them know why these are not system of linear inequalities, please. All right, let's see. Lauren, why is this one not a system of linear inequality? So they're linear equations. So what would we call this? System of linear equations. All right. Denise, why is this one not a system of linear inequalities? It's not a set of two or more. Everybody agree with that? Yeah. All right. come up with a hashtag, please. We can share that. Oh, no, no hashtag math. Oh my goodness. Let's see, Isaac. Hashtag what? 2 or more. Daniel, Riesgo. Hashtag inequality. Raya. Hashtag no equal signs. Elias. Hashtag same variables. We good? All right. So underneath that, I want you to write steps. And once again, I'm not giving you the steps. You're going to have to come up with those. And the reason we're doing this now in the second semester more than ever, I'm trying to get you guys practice so that when you are in a class, whatever the class may be, not only mathematics, you can actually come up with processes by yourself. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that you don't have to rely on the teacher to tell you, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that. Just by looking at the example, you can actually come up with an outline of what to do. Okay? So with that said, how many graph papers did you get? Send to get another, please. One more. Just take a little stack and give people one. Wow. Don't take the whole stack. Okay, here we go. Example Q. Don't do this one behind your Cornell notes. Do it on the new graph that you just got right now. Okay? Thank you. It says, at the top left, write example Q, and it says, graph the solutions of the linear inequality. Check your answer. Yes, write that down on the top left, I said. Example Q, graph the solutions of the linear inequality and check your answer. Y is less than or equal to 2x minus 3. Question, as you're writing that down. Is that a system of linear inequalities? No. Why not? It's only one. That's why it says graph the solution of the linear inequality. It doesn't say graph the solutions to the system. You understand the difference now? All right. So right now I'm going to show you first how to graph a linear inequality. So first copy that and then we'll go over this. Okay? All right. Everybody got it? Okay. So now, in the back of that graph that you're working on, you should have a blank sheet of paper, right? Okay, turn it over really quick before I graph that. And I want you to draw a rectangle, like so. Maybe towards the top left. Make it about, I don't know, 3 inches by 2 inches, guesstimate. All right. Everybody got it? How about now? All right. Everybody ready? All right, so check this out. Now that you have the rectangle, I want you to draw a line. It doesn't have to be nice and straight, but for right now, let's just draw a line from here to there. And I want you to shade everything below that line. So you should have done something like this. Yes? Okay. Next to that, I want you to draw another rectangle about the same size. So right now we drew, I said shade below. Is that correct? So now I want you to draw a line from here to there. Oh, to there. Sorry. And I want you to shade everything above that line. You're saying, Mr. Q, it's kind of like slanted, so it's not above, it's to the left. You guys want to say to the left or what? Okay, so above it, if you look at it like this, above it is all this. Is that correct? Okay. Does everybody understand what we're doing? Okay, a couple more. Underneath, I want you to draw another rectangle. Okay? So check this out. Let's do one very similar to that one. Let's do one like this. So if we're going from left to right, what side is above? The right. So I want you to shade above. Do you understand what we're doing? I'm saying, do you see what that we're shading only? Okay. All right. So with that said, turn your paper over to the graph that we just copied the example for. So write your utensils down. I'm going to go over this example first, and then I'll have you do one by yourself. Look up, please. You guys ready? Write your utensils down. Pay attention, please, because this is where I start losing people. Here we go. It says, graph the solution of the linear inequality. Check your answer. Well, I'm gonna look at this. This looks familiar because it's in slope-intercept form. Is that correct? But instead of an equation, now it's a what? Inequality. So to graph it, I'm gonna treat it like if it was an equation. Where do I start? Pay attention, please. Here you go. What is my y-intercept? -3. There it is. What is my slope? 2 over 1. That means 2 steps up. 1, 2, 1 to the right. I plot my point and I do it again. 1, 2, 1 to the right. Plot my point, do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Why do I need to make that many points? Because the straighter, the more points, the straighter the line. Now, before I do anything else, here goes the key point. Look up, please. First of all, pay attention to this part. The inequality is with an equal sign. Yes? So, let me show you my line. Are we there so far? Okay. Now let me sketch the rest of the solutions. I'm going to need this part, and I'm going to need this part. It reads, y is less than -3, or equal to -3. Okay, so let me do this. Pay attention, please. Here it goes. Watch. I'm going to look at the y-axis like this. You guys see the y-axis here? And this is y is less than -3, less than or equal to -3. Where do I shade? Look at this one. Is everybody seeing it? Okay, here it goes again. Let me erase this. y is less than negative 3. Where do I shade? To the left, right? Okay. What do we have here? 0, and all these are what? Positives. All right, so pay attention to this part. Watch. What is that? The y-axis. So now looking at it like this, it's the y-axis, yes? So here we go. So look at the y-axis right here. Where's negative 3? Right there. And this says y is less than negative 3. Where am I going to shade? Right here, right? Where is this located? At the top, above the line, or below the line? So look what I'm going to do. Therefore, all of these are what? Solutions. Copy that, please. I know, right? I know. For those of you that have been struggling with graphing, this is going to be like funner. I'm going to go over another. So here we go. There goes the process again. I took my inequality and I graphed it like if it was an equation. Started with a y-intercept and my slope. From there I saw that the inequality symbol was with the equal sign, so I sketched my line. But I need to find out which way I'm going to shade for the solutions. Therefore, I needed the y and the y-intercept. Why only those? Because I wanted to see which direction to shade. This is where some of you didn't understand. So let's say I just gave you this part right here. This will be your graph right here. You would shade to the left. Is that correct? But if I turn this over like this, where would you shade if the negative 3 is here? Down. So if we match that to the y-axis right here, where are we going to shade? Down. That means we're going to shade everything below that line. Are we there? Okay. Let's do one more on that same graph page. Yes? I'll show you right now. All right, so everybody there so far? All right. Now check this out. They said to check. To check, I would check one of the points here. So watch. I'm going to use, let's see. I'm going to use this point right here. What is this point? 4, 0. So instead of x, what am I going to substitute? And instead of y, 0 is less than or equal to 8 minus 3. Therefore, 0 is less than or equal to 5. Is 0 less than or equal to 5? Yes, that's why this point is in the shaded region. So what do you think is going to happen if I pick the point from over here? It's going to be a false statement. Everybody got it? All right, so with that said, copy this one right below that inequality. Let's copy y is greater than, I'm saying graph, yeah. Let's do negative 3x plus 5. All right, let's do this one together, yes? Where do we start? I'm going to use blue for this one. I'm going to start at 5, positive 5. There it is. What is my slope? 3 down and 1 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 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 1 to the right. Okay. Let me sketch my line. Uh-oh, but now this one doesn't have an equal sign on the inequality symbol. Therefore, it's a dotted line. Why do you think it's a dotted line? It doesn't include the points on the line as a solution. That is correct. kind of like the open point. You guys remember the open point? Yes, Mr. Q, we love these. All right, good. All right, let's figure out where to shade now. I'm going to use what? The Y, the greater than, and what else? And the positive 5. All right, so let's read this. Y is greater than 5. Where's 5 at? Right here. What's greater than 5? 6, 7, 8. And where's that located? On the top or below that line? Top. So you shade everything above that line. Or to the right, whatever you want to call it. How are we doing? Huh? Yes. Are we good? All right. So now that we're, yeah, question. Because the inequality symbol does not have the equal sign. That means it does not include the points on the line. Why was this one a solid line? Because it does have the equal sign. It includes all the points on the line for the solution. Yes?
So for the final answer, how is it?
For the final answer, all that's blue is solutions. Yeah, we'll get to that. Are we there? Okay, so now we're done with the easy part. Get the Cornell note, and in the back on the graph paper, I want you to write this one on the top left, example 2A. Write this down. Graph the system of linear inequalities. Give two ordered pairs that are solutions and two that are not solutions. System. Y is less than or equal to 3x minus 4, and y is greater than negative x plus 7. Let's do this one together, yes? I want to do the top equation in red. Where do I start? Everyone. At negative 4. So you plot your point at negative 4 y. There it is. What is my slope? 3 up and 1 to the right. So we go 1, 2, 3, 1 to the right. Plot your point. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 1 to the right. Plot your point. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 1 to the right. Plot your point. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 1 to the right. Plot your point. Graph your line. Now look at the inequality symbol. Look at the inequality symbol. It's equal. That means it's a solid line. Is that correct? So that one's going to be a solid line. Make sure you go all the way across your coordinate plane. My goodness, why? All right. Am I done? No, I need to shade. So therefore, I'm going to take what? The y, the inequality symbol, and the what? And the what? And the negative 4. So let's read this. Y is less than negative 4. Let's look at negative 4. Negative 4 is right here. What y values are less than negative 4? No, are less than negative 4. Negative 5, negative 6. Where's that located? Below the line. So we shade everything below or to the right of that line. So what do we know? That if I pick a point from this shaded region, it's a solution to that equation. I mean, that inequality. Is that correct? But now we have a system. Now we need to graph the other inequality. I'm going to switch to blue. Switch to your other color. Let's graph this one. Where do I start? Positive 7 of y. There it is. What is my slope? Negative 1 over 1. That means one step down, one to the right. One step down, one to the right. Plot your point. Do it again. One step down, one to the right. Plot your point. Do it again. one step down, one to the right, plot your point, do it again, one step down, one to the right, plot your point, do it again, one step down, one to the right, plot your point, graph your line, be nice. Look at the inequality system. What? Sound like a song? There you go. It could be the next Jacob. What's the guy's name? Sagittarius. Should have mixed it with a sweatshirt, right? All right. Is this an inequality symbol with an equal sign? No. So therefore, what kind of line am I going to draw? A dotted line. That is correct. There it is. Focus, please. All right. Now, what information do I need here to shade? I need my Y, my inequality symbol, and the +7. What does it read? It reads Y is greater than +7. Where's +7? Right here. What numbers are greater than +7? Everything above. So that means I'm going to shade everything above this blue line. Are we there? However, for the system, we need to pick a point or points that would be true for both. Do you guys see where both shadings intersect? It looks like a trapezoid. You guys see it? And guess what I'm going to write in that area? Solution set. Solution set. So it said, focus please, it said, give two ordered pairs that are solutions and two that are not solutions. So first of all, who can give me two solutions? From there. Fernanda, 1. 9, 5, let's see. 9, 5, is it in that shaded area? Yes. Who can give me another one? Yes, Elias? 5, 5, that is correct. I need two that are no solutions. Emma. 0, 0. Let's see. That's not a solution. Very good. Denise. 4, 2. 4, 2. Look at this one. Do you guys agree that that's not a solution to the system? Yes. Hold on. Remember, for it to be a solution to the system, it has to be for both. But in order for it not to be a solution, that means it can't be only for one. It has to be for both, right? So therefore, this is not a solution. That is correct. Everybody understand? This is not a solution, but this is not a solution for both. But both are not solutions to that system. Everybody understand? All right. All right, so for home plate, tonight you're going to be in pages 317 and 319. It's going to be some of it's going to be a review for substitution and elimination, but some of it for graphing and some of it for graphing inequalities, system of inequalities. All right. Show me with your fingers how comfortable you feel with systems and inequalities. I got some 3s, 4s, 5s, 4s, 5s, 4s, 5s, 4s, 5s, 4s, 5s. All right. There is tutoring today. And make sure if you need to come in, come in. If not at lunch. Enjoy your home play, guys. Have a good one. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.